Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'll be guiding you through a 15-minute hips and hamstring flexibility flow. We'll begin in seated pose. Place your hands behind your back, knees bent, and feet wider than hip distance apart. Starting with several windshield wipers, dropping both knees to one side. And then come back up through center and drop them to the other side. And keep moving with this flow on your own, warming up your hips. Find your own speed and rhythm. Soften your face. Okay, good. And now come back to center. Cross your ankles in front, hands in front. Find your way to your hands and knees. Stacking your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Open your fingers nice and wide. And start to find some hip circles to one direction. Feel your hips and glutes. Keep softening the muscles in your face. And reverse that directions. Find another 3 circles. And come back to center. Go ahead and step your right foot forward between your hands. Come on up high onto the fingertips. And drop your hips down and forward. And breathe into your left hip flexor, feeling the stretch in your front thigh. Soften your gaze. And go ahead and shift your hips back and straighten your right knee out and flex toes. And walk your fingertips backwards to find the most comfortable spots underneath your shoulders. Half a split. Feel free to bend your right knee any amount. Rebend your right knee, hips down and forward. Walk your fingertips forward this time and feel your left front thigh stretch. Soften your gaze. Shift your hips back, straighten your right knee out, flex toes, half a split. Make sure your hips are squared, facing to the front of your mat. Bend your right knee, walk your fingertips forward, hips down and forward. Front thigh stretch. Breathe into this space. And shift your hips back, straighten your right knee out, walk your fingertips back, back to half a split. Breathe into the space in your right hamstring. Bend your right knee and walk your fingertips forward. Step your right foot to your left side behind your left wrist and release your hips down to your mat. Feel free to stay onto your palms or fists. If you feel any discomfort in your lower back, you can directly fold over, coming down onto your forearms with your palms together. Or stack your hands together and place your forehead on them. Find your own option, listening to your own body's inner wisdom. And breathe into your right hip and glute. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and lift yourself halfway up and roll onto your right butt cheek and swing your left leg all the way around. And then bring your left leg on top of your right. Knees stacked. Place your hands onto your feet. Spine nice and tall. Hips are heavy to the earth. And feel free to place your fingertips in front. Or keep your hands onto your feet. And then gently fold over and your mount. And make sure your hips are still grounded to the earth. So if you find your hips are lifting up off of the mat, slightly back off that angle of your forward bend. And keep breathing into those hips. And call your torso all the way up, right hand to your right side. Swing your left leg back, and then find your way to your hands and knees. And now, second side. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Come on up high onto the fingertips. Drop your hips down and forward. Feel your right hip flexor stretch. And breathe space into that area with love and patience. Soften your gaze. And now shift your hips back, straighten your left knee out, flex toes, walk your fingertips back underneath your shoulders to your half split. Feel free to bend your left knee and your mount. Hips are squared. Shoulders away from your ears. Rebend your left knee, drop your hips down and forward. Right front thigh stretch once again. And go ahead and shift your hips back, straighten your left knee out, back to half split. Soften your gaze on the mat. Feel your left hamstring stretch. Rebend your left knee, hips down and forward. Come on up high onto the fingertips. Shift your hips back, straighten your left knee out, walk your fingertips back, flex toes, half split. Breathe into your left hamstring. Soften your gaze. Rebend your left knee, walk your fingertips forward. Step your left foot to the right side behind your right wrist. Sink your hips down to the earth and your mount, but focus on making sure your hips are facing forward, squared off. And then feel free to stay onto the fingertips or palms or fists. But if you feel any discomfort in your lower back, gently fold over to the earth, come on down onto your forearms with your palms together. Otherwise, deep breath in, spine nice and tall. As you exhale, fold over to the earth, onto the forearms with your palms together. Or option to stack your hands together and bring your forehead on those stacked hands. And breathe into your left hip and glute. Soften your face. Hips are heavy to the earth. And keep breathing nice and easy. And now place your hands underneath your shoulders and roll onto your left butt cheek and swing your right leg all the way around and then over your left leg, stacking your knees together. Doesn't have to be in one straight line. Hips are heavy to the earth, spine nice and tall. Hands can be onto your feet or fingertips in front. Feel free to stay there or option to fold over any amount. Your hips are still grounded to the earth, so you don't have to go so far down. Listen to your own body, not the ego. And breathe into those hips. Soften your face. And stay with yourself. And then curl your torso all the way up. Unwind your legs. Go ahead, extend your legs to the front of your mat. And find your spine nice and tall. And draw your legs together. Flex toes. Spine nice and tall. Chest over your hips. Your head over your chest. Hands onto your hips. And start to hinge over from your hips, finding a little bit of anterior tilt for better hamstring flexibility. Place your hands onto your thighs to start with, and then slowly work your way up to your shins, and then ankles, and maybe feet and toes. Feel free to bend your knees any amount. Again, don't listen to ego. Listen to your body's inner wisdom. And keep breathing nice and easy through your nose. And then curl your torso all the way up, hands behind your back, and shake out your legs several times. And also find some windshield wipers with your feet from side to side several times. And then shake out your legs once again. And find your seat in cross-legged. Hands to your heart to your prayer. And let's take a moment to feel our hips and our hamstrings and our body. Let's take another moment to say lots of thanks to those areas for supporting us all the time. And we'll end the class with lots of love and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this class, and I hope this class helped, and I'll see you soon. Have an amazing rest of your day.